Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Ileana here, and if you're already part of this wonderful family, then thank you so much for continuing to watch and to support. Now, in today's video, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be doing a quick, easy glam for school. This is a routine that I used to do when I used to get ready for school early in the morning, and I used to just take 10-15 minutes, throw some makeup on, make myself feel a little bit more awake, and then head over to get my coffee and go to school. So I hope that you guys find this video enjoyable and helpful with the tips that I have to share with you guys. It's super easy, super quick, no lashes, just making you look fresh and dewy and cute and just ready to learn. So if you guys want to see what this video is all about, make sure to keep on watching. But before we get into the video, as always, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell so you are notified every single time that I upload. Make sure that you leave your comments down below on what you thought of the tutorial, and let's get started.
Hold up.
Alright, so one of the first things that I do when I'm doing this makeup routine, I always go ahead and prep my face. I always prime my face and all that stuff, so that's what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Yes 2 Coconut Ultra Hydrating Mist. This is the Coconut Milk Mistified Moisturizer, and this is for dry skin. So this is what this looks like right here. So I like going in with this one just because it's really hydrating for my skin. Since I'm not going to be putting a whole bunch of makeup on my face, I want to make sure that my skin is staying hydrated. Like I said, I have dry skin, so I want my face to stay hydrated throughout the day. So we're going to go ahead and let that dry. Okay, so while that's settling into my skin, you guys already know that I like to go in with a mist, and then I go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So this is what this little guy looks like right here. Obviously, you guys have seen me use this multiple times. Obviously, it's been loved. I like digging in this pretty much every single time I do my makeup. Just because I'm not going to be wearing a whole bunch of makeup, I still like to look pretty poreless, and this really does a great job of that. Alright, so after that, I like to go ahead and let that sit for a couple of seconds, maybe 30 to 60 seconds, and I'm going to go ahead and take a concealer that is pretty close to my skin tone. Now, this concealer is the Morphe Concealer. This is in C2.15, so C2.15. This is what this little guy looks like right here. So this is the Morphe Concealer. This is pretty close to my skin tone. I don't want to go in with anything too bright because, again, I'm just pretty much spot concealing the areas that need to be concealed. Now I'm going to go ahead and usually I like to go right underneath the eye. I have a lot of redness on my cheeks usually and a little bit right here. So I'm going to go ahead and spot conceal those areas. Now I have a little bit of a problematic area, if you will, on my forehead. So I'm going to go ahead and also conceal pretty much where I need to. So usually I don't conceal this much, but since I have some problem areas, I need to conceal those. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit on my nose, and then in between my brows seems to be a little bit of redness. My skin doesn't really like me right now, so we're going to go ahead and just conceal those areas. I love going in with my flat kabuki brush. I'm not going to use a beauty blender today just because when I go in with my beauty blender, you guys already know, beauty blenders tend to make it look a little bit more natural. I want something with as much coverage because obviously we're only going to be spot concealing today, and I want to make sure that I have as much coverage as possible. So that's what we're going to be doing. But this is what I call my no makeup look. Now this look can pretty much get done in probably 10 to less than 15 minutes if I'm doing it, you know, at full speed. But since I'm taking it slow for the video, obviously we're going to be taking our time. So already you can see the huge difference that I have on my skin. You can still see the little bit of glow on the sides because I didn't fully conceal my entire face. I don't have product all over my face. I just pretty much spot concealed where I have the most blemishes, the most redness peeking through, and all that stuff. So, okay, so already you can see that this definitely makes such a huge difference, and I can guarantee you that when you see this on your own skin, you will see such a huge difference. So the next thing that I like to do is I like to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me powder. Now this is the matte and poreless. This is the normal to dry, and this is in the shade 130 Buff Beige. So this is what this powder looks like. I believe they do have the Dewy and Smooth one as well, and then they have the Matte and Poreless. I'm going to be going in with the Matte and Poreless. Now, usually when you're doing your makeup, you'll go ahead and set your under eye with some translucent powder. I'm not going to be doing that today because, again, we're in a rush. We're trying to get to school, so I'll just go ahead and make sure that the under eye is pretty buffed out and make sure that there's no creases in there, and then I'll go ahead and take one of my ESG brushes, swirl it around in the pan, and just kind of dust it all over the face, and you will see it kind of mattifies it down a little bit. But I like this powder because it does also provide a little bit of coverage, unlike, you know, a just regular translucent powder. So that's why I like to choose this one, and it really leaves my skin looking amazing. This is what my face is looking like now. All I have, again, is just the concealer, the Morphe Concealer, and the Maybelline Fit Me powder on top. Now this alone, you can just walk out the door if you wanted to. We're a little extra. We're going to take it another step. So I'm going to go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is in the shade Sun-Kissed Bronze. I like this one because it's not too deep, it's not too warm, it's just, you know, the right shade. But we're just going to kind of bronze up the face and bring a little bit of life and color back into the skin. Now, I'm not really being careful about placing it exactly in my contour areas. I'm just kind of bronzing up the skin, bringing it up to the temples of my eyes and around the face, because we're gonna be, you know, we're rushing, we're trying to get to school. So contour a little bit on the nose, and this just basically brings a little bit of life back into the face so you don't feel so flat, just like a simple blah color. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take one of my favorite all-time blushes. This is the Milani Luminoso blush, and it is extremely pretty, and I really like that it gives a little bit of a glow to the skin when you set it on your cheeks. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild brush and kind of just pick up a little bit. Oh my god, that just like flew right off. Oh my god, that just flew right off. Okay, so that happened. We're gonna try that again. Okay, and I'm just gonna go ahead and dust a little bit onto the cheeks. Now I'm kind of doing this without even looking in the mirror because I'm so used to doing this makeup routine. Trust me, after you've been doing this makeup routine, probably by the end of your first semester in college, you will look back and do this all on your own. I could literally do this in the parking lot 5 minutes before class and call it a day. So I'm going to go ahead and go back in with my ESG brush and kind of just blend that all out so it doesn't look as harsh and crazy. Go ahead and throw a little bit of highlight onto my face just to kind of give it a little bit of dimension. I'm going to go in with the Wet n Wild. This is the Mega Glow highlight. Now this one is super blinding. This is in Blossom Glow. I'm just going to kind of grab a little bit with my ESG brush and brush it onto the sides of my face. Now I'm going to just do this quickly like that, and you can already tell that it gives such dimension to the face. It just kind of makes it seem like you're awake, you're ready for class. It just makes you feel so much better when you feel like you're a little bit put together, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go in with my Revolution Pro. This is the eyebrow pencil in Ash Brown. This one is a really nice pencil. Now this pencil is not too dark. This is in the shade Ash Brown, so this is what this shade looks like. It's not too dark, and it pretty much just kind of glides on, and it makes doing your brows so much easier. So I'm gonna just comb through, and really quickly, I'm not going to fast forward this or anything. You're going to see how quick it is to just glide this through the brow and kind of just fill it in. It just kind of brings a little bit of, you know, fullness to the brow. Now that was just me going through really quickly and now spooling it out. That was super simple. Literally took me like 30 seconds. Now the last thing I'm going to do is curl my lashes and throw on some mascara. Alright, so now the final thing that I do is I go ahead and spray my face one last time. I'm going to be going today with the Wet n Wild. This is the Rose Photo Focus Spray. I'm going to go ahead and spray that all over my face and just let it sit. This is the finished look, and this is what we are working with. Now I'm ready to go to school. I'm ready to get the day started, and I hope that you guys found this tutorial helpful. I hope that you guys liked it. I hope you liked the finished look. It's something that I pretty much used to do when I would go to school and I had to do something really quickly. Like I'm telling you, this would literally take me like 10-15 minutes to do because it's just so fast. The one thing that I did forget, however, I'm gonna go in with the I Heart Revolution. This is the lip gloss, I Heart Revolution chocolate chip lip gloss. I'm going to go ahead and just throw that on. Super easy, nice nude, just gives a little bit of a gloss. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope that you found it helpful, and I hope that you use some of these tips to kind of get you through the morning and make it just feel so much better when you go to school, because I know that sometimes when you go to school and you don't have any makeup on, you kind of feel like all down and you're just like so tired. But once you put makeup on your face, it kind of wakes you up a little bit. So I hope that you guys found this helpful. This is my routine that I used to do when I was in school. Again, I did graduate this past spring, but I know that a lot of you guys are hustling and grinding and doing your thing, so congrats to you guys. I'll see you guys in my next video.